Alright, this video is going to be the if-else statement. Alright, I'm going to keep this one extremely simple because it's going to get the job done. There's more I need to elaborate on, but I'm not going to elaborate until the next video. Let me go ahead and make another if statement. X is greater, or let me say less than 5. Okay, because we got the greater than equal to. Alright, and then we're going to say this. Make these T's capitalized. I don't know why that's bothering me. And this number is small. Okay, now this is the topic of the video that I have highlighted right now, the else and the if. This is not anything new. It's just, instead of the else being applied to another program statement or a block of code, it's going to be applied to an if. And I can keep going with this. As long as I have an if right here, I can just keep chaining this. Here, x is greater than 10. Let me go ahead and do this again. I think I still have it copied. This number is big. And then one more thing. I want to terminate at the end. I want to have that. I want to make that clear. Okay, so I guess to summarize what I was going to say and keep it extremely simple. All right, so this right here is the program, right? I have two else if statements, right? Now I can chain these. I can have 10 of these. Right now I have 2, the else if, else if. So before I carry on, let me just run this example with the 2. So we're going to type in 2. So we've seen this part. We've been using this part for the last several videos. So x is equal to 2, starting right here. Is 2 less than 5? This is true. So everything, all the other else statements will get skipped. Now let's look at what print out. This number is small, then it prints terminate. So this stuff here, this else portions, do not even get processed. They just get completely skipped. So even though these evaluate to false, let me make this one true and show you. Okay. So this is true. You know what? I'm going to do this one too. Oops, not that one. Might have messed it up. Oh, it's alright. Let's see what happens. Even though these are true, I'm going to type in 2 again. And this is just to really show you. Yep. If this is true, yep, it's going to stop right there and everything else will get skipped. Else will get skipped, okay? This will get skipped, and therefore, if this gets skipped, this else is going to get skipped as well. Alright, so basically all the other else get skipped. Okay, now I just wanted to show you that too, that even though these are true, and I ran it with the number 2, all these got skipped anyway. Alright, so does that make sense? So once one of these are true, it's going to stop right there and skip all the other else statements. And then continue on with the next line that doesn't begin with else. And that's how that works. Okay, let me undo. Cool, it worked. Alright. Now let's run this example with a 7. 7. Alright, is 7 less than 5? That's false. So now that that's false, it'll go to here. Once this is true, and this is true, it'll skip everything else, not all of it, just the else portions across from there. So let's say let's say I had 10 if statements, right? And else if, just like this, the chain, where it starts with an if and continues with else if all the way down. It'll keep checking till one becomes true. Then once one's true, it's going to skip that rest, the remaining parts. Okay? And that's how that works. And that's really to keep it simple. So you can just have a big chain. Now, I'm not going to go more on this because we're going to be using else if for a while in the next several videos, because that's how we're going to get our programs to be creative. It won't be too many, but that's the point of that. It's going to check. When you have a chain of else ifs, it's going to check and check until one becomes true. Once one becomes true, it's going to skip the rest of them without even processing them, which can make your program run faster in the end. Because you don't want it to check something if you know it's not going to be false. If I got rid of these else's right here, and I typed in 7, although the result's the same, it's still going to check this number anyway. It's going to check this one anyway because it's not followed by an else, right? Which will run. I can't really tell. This program's so small that you can't even tell how fast it's running. But when you're trying to run, when you actually make a real application and you have it running through a repeat block, a while loop, whatever, which we're going to be talking about. We're going to talk about while loop in the next video. Big turning point. Yeah, it matters. It matters how fast. Nobody likes a slow program. But that was the topic of this video, is these else if chain. It's a chain. You can make as many as you want. Alright. And I think this will make the situation a little easier if you're using, instead of using the block of else if that we talked about in the previous video. We're putting an if inside a block statement, which is kind of what's going on right here. There's technically like an imaginary set of braces around this if and this here, but we're not going to get into that. That's where I was going to elaborate on, but I don't want to do that in this video, in this series at all. Alright, I don't have any more to say about this. I'm kind of just rambling on right now, but I really want to get my point across about that. Alright, thank you for watching. Next, we're going to talk about something completely new, and I look forward to it.